So I'm gonna play a little clip from I Am Over It, also known as I Am Aaron, and just listen to what he says. And this goes with the same thing I was talking about in my other video called One Day People Will Hear My Story. And let me just play this first. Let me let him talk first.
he there was something going on with him. I don't he lost his place or something, and then he moved in with his girlfriend, this queen chick, right? She got angry at him and she put him and his daughters out during the winter time. I said, wow. Ooh. Ooh. How cold can you be? Literally cold. Literally, figuratively, how cold can you be to not only put a man out, but to put his children out? Get out of my house in the winter time. Okay. Okay. The most loving. We women love harder than you. Oh, okay. Okay. So, I'm pretty sure he found a shelter or whatever.
So you see what I'm talking about, right? And some people, when I say the stuff I said in some of my older videos, or when I type certain things in comments, y'all think I'm being too harsh. Well, I have experience with this as well. What he just said. Okay, I have experience with this. What he just said. Now, in my case, it wasn't the kids, but it was me. But I'm the father of the kids. And this same person that did that to me, somebody had done that to me and her while she was 8 months pregnant with our first child, about maybe 13, 14 years before she did that to me. So you would think that us going through all of that for the months that we did, that she would know better than to do that to me, because she's already known what it's like to do for someone to do that to her, which was her own mother, to put her out, and members of my family to put both of us out 2 or 3 times each side of the family while we were pregnant. And then they would call each other to update. Certain members would call each other or see each other in places to update each other on whether we were still homeless. They wanted to make sure we were still homeless. And each time we got put out, they put me and her out. The first time we got put out, I was on crutches and she was still 8 months pregnant. Every time we got put out, it was over petty arguments. But women love harder, right? Now, if this is not you, then don't feel no type of way. If this is not you, then I'm not talking about you. But there's plenty of women that do this to their own daughters, would do it to their daughters if they're pregnant, and there's other women that would do it to other pregnant women. So all this women's intuition, women love harder, women have a nurturing instinct, all of that is a lot of bullshit, okay? Us men give women and children a lot of grace when it comes to putting up with a lot of their bullshit and disrespect. Even if they've done stuff like what I just said in the past to us, we still give them a lot of grace and chances. Okay? Those songs talking about, or that saying, a woman scorned or when a woman's fed up. Don't listen to that shit. We take a lot more before we get tired. Okay? A lot of men will think twice about putting out their own kid's mother or their wife. They will think once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5. It have to be something serious, like your welfare, the security of your house getting robbed or something, or your personal life is in danger, while you would put them out without thinking twice about it, or because of something bad like that that's already happened to you, not in petty argument. Or they took a piece of gum that didn't belong to them that was yours in a pack of gum. We don't put women out over stupid shit like that. We don't put nobody out over stupid shit like that. But women will put out their own children and their own kid's father and husband. Yes. Yes. I've seen it happen to others, and it's happened to me. And this is what I mentioned in the video called One Day People Will Hear My Story. So this right here is a little piece as well, but it's a preview of one of the videos that will be coming up in the future, when I said I will talk more about that. And what is this a preview of? Well, the first video I just mentioned that I did was like a preview of me talking about what happened when I was invited to come down south and stay with my cousins to live down there, which y'all didn't know that that was part of the video, but that's how it started. And then the preview talked about, which you did hear in that video, about how I was with my kid's mother, and we lost our place, and then people got joy in inviting us to come in and stay with them just so they could kick us out over petty shit, and how we had to sleep in the hospital and the grocery store to have a place to sleep. And just go and listen to the video. You'll know more of it. I'll talk more about that in detail. This one right here, this video you're listening to, is also a preview of another part that I will be doing in the future that talks about how people are not what you think they are, because a person would think that people that have been through certain things with you or been through certain traumas when they were younger, like you have, can more so relate so they wouldn't do you like that. That's a lie. Because despite the fact that that happened to me and my kid's mother, and being homeless and getting put out multiple times over arguments, she turned around and did the same thing to me years later. And just like Aaron said in his video that I played a little while ago, they love kicking you out in the wintertime. That's when she did it to me. When she kicked me out, this was in 2015. It was in January, and there were icicles hanging off of the window sills outside of her apartment over a petty argument. And this was only after I had done a lot of cleaning and done a lot of fixing and started paying for things and trying to get the kids together with, doing better in school and stuff like that. Then all of a sudden she kicks me out after, because if you're a man, and if you're a black man especially, you cannot establish order and routine and discipline in a house with a lot of these black women, because they will put you outside. They may not say that's the reason why, but that's really what it is. You can never do better than her as far as being a parent or running a household, even if it's beneficial to her. Doesn't matter. Okay? So they put me out in the wintertime when there was icicles hanging off of things. Not only that, there was advisories. The couple of days I was outside, there was advisories to stay out from outside because it was getting dangerously cold. Yes, that's when she put me out. And I was riding the trains for days, sleeping different places for days. I had nowhere to go. Okay? Nowhere to go. And there was also times when there was frozen white ice on the sidewalk. Like, it was so bad they couldn't even shovel plenty of the sidewalks. There'd be this white frozen solid ice, and I'd be afraid that I'm gonna slip at night because I can't see where I'm going too good. Sometimes it'd be dark in certain places. I walk down certain blocks, but that women love harder. Women love harder, right? And another thing I'm gonna say in this little preview about what will be coming up. There are some of you that are subscribed to my channel right now that you used to be subscribed to my old channel back in like 2012, 2011, 2014. If you were ever wondering why I was away from YouTube and the internet in general, y'all didn't hear if you were wondering why you didn't hear from me between 2015 and 2017, why you didn't hear from me for like 3 straight years, because what she did led to something else that I had to take about 3 years to recover from. And I've never really fully recovered from it. I never really fully recovered from what happened next. So yeah, women love harder. Women love harder. Yeah. That's why I got PTSD, because women love harder. But I'll get into that in another video.